So Leute, wir machen weiter mit den Begleitgeschichten. Das sind so wie die Legendenaufträge in Genshin Impact. Da gibt es echt viel Allianz-EP zu holen und auch natürlich die Ingame-Währung. Ich freue mich schon. Das ist die Quest von Jiyans. Wird bestimmt spaßig. Das Ding heißt auf jeden Fall Bootsrennen. Ich hoffe, dass wir auch an so einem Rennen jetzt teilnehmen werden.
Well, I'm just doing my job. I should be the one thanking you. After all, without the Midnight Rangers tirelessly guarding the front lines, the Riverside Games wouldn't be possible. Don't always be so tense. Sometimes you have to give yourself a breather. It's not good to push yourself too hard.
So ist das.
So, how about picking up an event to participate in?
Wenshu, thank you, but you don't have to pitch me.
Why not? Go. Enjoy your youth. I would have rushed to sign up if I was still young.
Rover, it's good to see you here.
Ja, Bro, was geht?
I guess you must be the Rover. Nice to meet you. I'm the director of the Riverside Games. You can call me Wenshu.
Wenshu, servus. Das fit.
I almost dropped the ball on this one. I would have forgotten to send out those invitations without Jiyans' reminder.
It's not worth mentioning, Wenshu. This is the first Riverside Games in many years, and you must have been busy with various matters. I only offered a little help when I could. Rover, it's a slow day today. Please take a break and have some fun.
That's right. Go participate in the event, you two. That's how you enjoy your day off.
Meinst du, ich kann auch teilnehmen?
Of course. The Jinzhou Riverside Games is an event for all people to enjoy.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to your performance, Rover.
Oh, ich freue
A
mich.
few events specifically require participants to be resonators. Other than that, there are no special restrictions for any event.
We haven't held the Riverside Games in years. Look at him. Jiyans still remembers the rules better than I do. Who would have thought? During the preparation, I came across some pictures from past games and instantly felt a rush of adrenaline. Ah, the memories of my youth. It's a pity that the Midnight Rangers are always on the front lines, getting ready for emergencies. The Riverside Games is their only chance to relax and have some fun.
Rover, I suggest looking around for events to join if you're interested. Many of them are open to on-site registration. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to confirm the safety of the surroundings before the race begins. You can consult Wenshu should you need any assistance.
So machen wir das, Bro.
Have a great time, Rover.
Oh well, I didn't invite him over for that. I hoped he'd come and relax, not find a new place to work. On the other hand, we couldn't have brought the situation at the borders under control without Jiyans' prudence. Sorry, I'm getting off track. The Gullpuff relay is about to start, and I have to go to the scene in case anything happens, especially those still warming up in the backup lane. Gotta bring them over. Rover, are you coming with me?
Na freilich. Let's go. Bis die lange Nacht zu Ende ist, heißt das schöne Ding. Ich freue mich schon.
All those hours of training for nothing.
Don't give up yet. We've still got some time before the relay starts.
Lingyan, Ganchuan, what's wrong?
Hi, Wenshu. And this is?
This is Rover.
Perfect timing. We're having a bit of a situation right now. Two of our teammates accidentally injured themselves during warm-up. Luckily, the wounds weren't too bad, but the doctor said that they wouldn't be able to participate in the relay anytime soon. We've asked the organizing committee, said we could still participate with temporary teammates.
But the relay is starting soon. It's impossible to find another person to join us. Not to mention two. First our captain had to quit because of some family emergency, and now this? Are we supposed to just wait for the...
Speaking of which, do you have a team, Rover?
Rover is also a resonator. He's fully qualified for the Gulpuff relay. Still, it depends on whether he'd like to join you.
It's simple. 4 people take turns controlling a Gulpuff in a relay race. The first team to reach the finish line wins. Thank you so much. If we could get the prize money...
That's right. We'll buy you the...
Then you're only one person short for the relay. I know a good candidate for that.
Who?
Bingo!
Oh! What?
Are you serious? The general doesn't look like he'd be interested.
Well,
Tja, dann kannst du deinen General nicht gut genug.
instead of asking questions here, why don't you just go and
I don't have the guts.
go invite him now?
We're counting on you, Rover.
Ich Schisser. Bro, wir brauchen dich. Das ist auch meine letzte Nebenquest, die noch offiziell angezeigt wird in meiner Liste. Ich habe aber schon weitere Nebenmissionen bzw. Weltaufträge auswendig gemacht. Also es kommen noch einige Videos dazu.
So, you want me to join the relay as your... No worries. The key to winning a relay race lies in mutual understanding, cooperation, and trust among team members. Most of the teams are formed according to the Midnight Rangers units they belong to. I believe you can find a better candidate for your team. That
Du bist der Beste, Bro. Glaube an dich.
disqualification for teams
So wie ich an
without
dich
enough
glaube.
participants. But given we never trained together before, it may prove challenging to win. A temporary team.
Er wird wahrscheinlich noch nie gefragt.
Thank you for asking. Indeed. No need to worry about the end result before the competition begins.
Er wird wahrscheinlich noch nie gefragt, ob er an einem Team teilnehmen soll. Deswegen wird er emotional.
The race should start soon. Let's go join our new teammates. Nothing. Perhaps it's just my imagination.
Irgendwas hat er entdeckt. Bei denen stimmt etwas nicht. Wichtige Strategie mit den Teammitgliedern. Meine Schisser-Teammitgliedern.
You managed to rope the general in?
Greetings, General Jiyans.
Rover has told me what happened. I will join you.
Hooray! Now we can join the race.
Not to be a party pooper here, but as a last-minute team, we probably won't hit the record. Unless...
Unless what?
Sorry. Forget about it. "10 years ago, a team set the record in the Gulpuff relay race. That record remains unbeaten to this day. Since then, every time the games are held, a major highlight is whether the record will be broken.
Yeah, I really wanted to learn from their strategy.
They set the record. They must have... Well, we're a temporary team.
Keep your chin up. Not to mention the team you were talking about was a temporary team too.
Wow, So even General Jiyan has heard of that race.
Yes, that was a good race.
Well, it's been 10 years. I wonder how that team's doing now.
We should worry about ourselves first. There's not much time left.
Ah, the relay order. Then, General?
As you have trained together extensively, I trust you can decide the order better than me.
All right. In that case, I think Ganchuan.
Me?
You've always been the first runner during our training.
The first runner doesn't need to coordinate with the two of us. He only needs to exchange the control.
General, can you be the connecting third runner? Since you're familiar with both Rover and us
A
Midnight.
reasonable strategy.
Then the relay order would be me first, followed by Lingyan, then General Jiyan, and Rover last.
Rover, this is your first race, and you may receive plenty of attention as the last runner. Please, stay calm and relax. I'm glad to any other questions.
Yes! Our team doesn't have a name yet.
Since Rover brought this team together, maybe we should let him decide the name.
Die Pupsköpfis. Team Powerpuff-Helden.
Character. Nevertheless, the name is settled then. Everyone, we can stay in touch with our terminals once the race begins.
Geht zum Übergabebereich. Starten wir direkt?
We're entering the final stage of the competition. General Jiyan and Rover have successfully passed the
Oh shit. Let's go. Come on.
Be careful of the driftwood. Jump over it.
Despite it being Rover's
Come on.
debut race, he's demonstrating impressive skill.
Come on!
Boah, ich bin richtig schnell.
That team
We're in the lead now. Don't worry, keep going.
what a pity.
Come on.
Rover's taking a commanding lead.
The goalposts don't see
I think this year's championship is a foregone.
Ja, stimmt nicht. Ah! Hey. Die wurden bestimmt manipuliert.
Rover, are you alright?
Oh, der ist traurig.
I'm sorry for what just happened. You almost reached the finish line and then...
Rover, did you notice anything unusual before? An unfamiliar voice briefly interrupted our team's channel. Wenchu, let's evacuate the spectators now.
I understand. But most of the teams are waiting to start their race. And it's our first Riverside Games in years. The voice you mentioned. Could it be our spectators cheer?
When Rover asked me to team up with him, I heard something similar by the racing lane. I have requested the monitoring data records of all nearby waterways from the...
I see. I thought that...
There might be an underlying cause of this unusual behavior. The records will take some more time to download. Evacuate the people first.
I trust your decision, but...
Was
a man
passiert?
somehow ended up riding a gull puff when it all happened. And he seemed to really enjoy it. Now other people are eager to give it a try too. They all seem super excited. I guess it will take some...
Get that person to leave first, and Wenchu, I'm going with you.
Of course. Rover, you are respected by many. If you're willing to help us calm people down, it will make things easier for sure.
Thank you.
So, raus mit euch, sonst gibt's auf die
Sir,
Bobbes.
please calm.
But that was really fun!
May I have your hand?
What? What's wrong?
Nothing major. I just need to As I expected.
Huh? When did I get hurt?
The adrenaline from excitement may have dampened your sensitivity to pain. However, your nervous response betrays your condition. Your right hand has been shaking involuntarily. Fortunately, it's not caused by the gull puffs. Please take this to relieve the pain for now.
Ouch! Oh, it's really starting to hurt now that you mentioned it.
All right. Have you calmed down now?
I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry again for the trouble I've caused.
Let's go have someone see to your wound.
Rover, fancy seeing you here. I don't want to spoil your fun, but I'm afraid we need to suspend.
Can you fill us in on the data?
I checked the monitoring data as you asked, and I found unusual fluctuations near the upper water.
Why didn't the nearest beacon pick up on this anomaly?
The resonance beacon is functioning properly, but we still don't know why it didn't issue a warning this time. I will investigate this further. Animals are often the first to detect some tacit discords are similar to animals in this regard. I suppose that's why you asked me to check the monitoring data for you, Jiyan?
Yes. The timing of this change is concerning. Why did it happen precisely during the river?
Perhaps the Riverside Games' frequency resonated with something in the upper waters.
Yes.
The lack of perceivable warning signs typically suggests unknown risks.
Spannend. Wohin? Ah, komplett hoch. Oha. Komplett. Gut, dass wir da einen Teleportationspunkt haben. Und hier runterspringen ist, glaube ich, einfacher. Zack. Ganz viele Gegner. Die kämpfen gegeneinander. Fuck. Was machen die?
The tacit discords are increasing. Let's take them down first. It's the retroact rain. We need to hurry up.
Seltsam, dass wir nicht mit Jiyans spielen können. Normalerweise kann man den immer auswählen bei solchen Quests. Naja, ist ja nicht schlimm. Wir haben ja oft genug mit ihm gespielt. Wir müssen heilen. Und jetzt können wir switchen.
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps. Strike from the shadows.
Let's participate together.
The voices are coming from here. It might be trying to tell us something. We need to decipher the message somehow.
Ein Button, wenn das Frequenzsignal den vorgesehenen Bereich erreicht. Okay. Space. Oh, geil! So, man muss zweimal klicken. Seltsam. Empfangszeitüberschreitung. Das ist seltsam. Wieso klappt es nicht? Eine Sekunde. Ah. Jetzt haben wir es. 84% ist schon okay.
It's the cheers during the Riverside Games. Perhaps some people have been trapped in this place. Anyway, we have to figure it out.
Die Sonorosphäre, geil. Aus der Vergangenheit. Let's go.
Yes and no. Technically, it's a replica. Simply put, it's an illusion made of memories. The environment here is ever-changing. One misstep.
Sagt, bleiben in meiner Nähe. Haut aber in mein
Are
Team.
these the spectators we saw earlier?
Stufe 50 ist der gute Mann.
They are memory projections from the previous Riverside Games.
I can't quite describe it, but something feels wrong with.
Oh, come on! Are you seriously expecting teamwork?
No wonder they made a mistake. Such a shame.
It's the temporary team from a decade ago. I'm fine. Brought back some memory. According to Mephis' speculation, this sonosphere was resonating with the Riverside Games frequency.
Isn't that the temporary team? Really? That kid? I remember. He's a new recruit. Impressive.
It's the tacit discords. Watch out.
Wow.
Tell truth from the side.
Ciao.
They seem to be playing a game of imitation. Those are nothing but empty shells, no matter how lifelike they... All of this, I have a feeling I rarely ever mention it, but 10 years ago, I was a part of that temporary team.
Hab ich mir schon gedacht.
It's the Nell Square's bell. Don't worry, I'm here with you. Wait, Rover. Look out the window.
The city's upside down.
Wow.
So is everything in this place like this? Are these fallen soldiers manifestations of memories?
The fog is thickening. Be careful of the tacit discords, Rover.
Der Gorilla ist so geil. So, Ult. Und ciao.
A decade ago, shortly after the conclusion of the previous Riverside Games, yes, the Midnight Rangers had to send its latest recruits to the front line because of the situation's urgency. In the end, we contained the outbreak at a heavy price. The battle took countless lives. Our victory was overshadowed by the immeasurable loss. And they were not the only ones who lost their lives in the Desert Highland. This sonorosphere is probably made up of the reverberations they left behind. As tacit discords devoured the fallen soldiers' frequencies, they became convinced they were the soldiers they feasted upon. Now, but it seems the remaining frequencies of our soldiers are still resisting. Yes, the tacit discords emerging together. This will endanger more civilian. It would seem so. It's the bell. They must be showing the way for us.
Danke für die Tour.
Extra supplies. The bell sounds closer now. The tacit discord should be aware of our presence now. They'll be harder to deal with. Brace yourself for the fight. The atmosphere is thick and dangerous. Let's take down these murmurants first. All is fair in war.
Ja, wir müssen die Kleinen erstmal besiegen. Let's go.
According to what we've learned, this battle happened a decade ago. Why are they only calling out to us now?
I think it's because of you.
But I didn't even know them.
I was wondering why this year, of all times, when the Riverside Games have been held before, and you are the only variable here.
Wie melden wir die Schuldigen?
To join your temporary team, so Ganchuan and Main Man can still participate in the race. We initially fell behind, but later reclaimed the lead. It's like a deja vu of the race from a decade ago.
And that's what triggered the resonance. The fallen soldiers. They must have held on to those memories dearly. That's how they resisted merging with the discords.
Yes. They have been silently fighting for us all these years. We faced a TD outbreak during the last battle of Wuthering Highland. Yes. We fought together.
So, alle weg. Jetzt der Große.
And so it called out to us for help. Let's move on over. All is fair in war. Exterminate. The bell is right ahead.
Is it? Nell Square.
Let's go.
Oh mein Gott, was passiert hier? Wir drehen uns. Und diese komischen Tropfen fallen runter. Fallen wir gleich auch runter? Springen runter. Wow.
Nonsense. They're reenacting our first lesson for new recruits. During their first lesson, new recruits must pay tribute to fallen soldiers in Nell Square. We are required to do this before being allowed on the battlefield. Its significance eluded most of us during initial training, myself included. Until that day. Yes, I didn't attend the memorial that day, but that was when I finally realized. Nell Square. It is the place where our career as these monsters will never fathom the...
Oh mein Gott. Krass. Nee, schon wieder der. Der ist so stark, Mann. Und das wird Jiyan haben. Ohne Jiyan wird es viel zu lang dauern. So, kurz mal rein. Ah. Jawohl. Jawohl. Nein. Come on. Hab dich. Alter, was ein Bild.
Thank you, Rover. I'm fine. They've been trapped here for 10 years, and now finally free. I hope they're in a better place. What happened here goes far beyond what we... I've sampled some of the frequencies here with my terminal. We should...
So, Belohnung nehmen wir direkt mit. Und ziehen ab.
We're no longer seeing any unusual fluctuations now. Good job. As you requested.
Thank you.
I'm not done yet. Though there are some...
This is the frequency sample
Frequency sample from a sonorosphere. I'll deliver it to a colleague. It's in better hands with her. It's someone you know. Baija. She's...
Yes.
What now?
I trust you as all...
Rest assured.
This should be our wake-up call.
It is a wake-up call. And it may also hold the answers we've been searching for all these. By the way, the Riverside Games, sure. Oh, now, if there's nothing else, I'm going back to my lab.
Rover, there is a place I need to visit. Could you come with me? Thank you. I need to pick up something first. See you at Nell Square.
Okay, was jetzt? Zum Glockenplatz, 300 Meter. Was ist denn das?
There is something I wish to do with you today. A seed. This is the seed of a resilient type of flower, which I asked the Academy to help me breed years ago. From here, you can see all of Jinzhou City. I thought those who died for Jinzhou would. This flower, we named it the Amortia. Yes, the word represents both departure and return. Yes. I know there's nothing we can do to bring them back. But for us still living, thank you, Rover. And this is why I believe you should be the one to plant this seed here. Thank you for your concern. Every Midnight Ranger is prepared to die on the battlefield, helping the souls of our fallen ones return to their homeland. This is one of the few ways I can honor their sacrifices. Rover, I have one more request. If one day I perish in battle and cannot return home, could you please plant one of these flowers for me?
Freilich. Pflanzt sogar zwei für dich.
Thank you, Rover.
Okay, Quest abgeschlossen.
Rover, I heard you'd return to the city with General Jiyan. What a relief. I am beyond happy to know you're all safe and sound. There is something I forgot to give you. Let's meet up somewhere when you have the time.
Auch nicht abgeschlossen. Also wenn wir einmal mit Wenchu sprechen.
Greetings, Rover. You see those fish? They look so happy.
Ja, ich werde die gleich einsammeln.
Safety often come at a hand. If we don't feel the weight of that price, someone else is carrying it for us. 10 years. How dozens of teams competed that day, and the race lasted well into the afternoon. The sunset was so beautiful. Like what we're seeing now, it was so tranquil. That team was thrown together last minute, and nobody thought they could win. But then, the team surprised everyone with their final runner's expert gulpuff handling and victorious finish. It was truly a race to remember. Yes. I still remember how excited those kids looked. Just like how you looked in this photo. We were worried we weren't going to get a photo of you all together. Luckily, the photographer managed to capture a shot of the whole team.
Maschine.
I should thank you for bringing that team together, Rover. I'm planning to talk to Jiyan about hosting the Riverside Games another time. If all goes well, please, join us.
Ja, dann gibt es einen zweiten Teil zu dieser Questreihe. Sehr schön. Die Spiele hätten bestimmt Spaß gemacht. Hätten wir es durchspielen können. Bis die lange Nacht zu Ende ist. Quest abgeschlossen. Belohnung einkassiert. Und dann sind wir auch durch. Leute, danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis demnächst. Ciao, ciao.